And I did tell my buddy Fifth I'd let him know if I got any Splatoon up. I'm gonna just DM him real fast here. Okay. Yeah, he has a standing order to be informed of any Splatoon happening. Alright, Mir said, open Splatoon now, please. Tell your stream and how I do things here. Yeah, well, I think I got it open by that time. I appreciate the consideration. And how about alright, I might have to take this one off before like that for too long. But here is the official Splatoon hat. It's not official. It is not in any way unofficial. Oh, it's disappearing in the green screen. It's very blue. Unfortunate. Well, Ribbon hasn't seen gameplay of Splatoon before. Excited to see. Don't have it, but it seems like a fun game. It is one of the most fun games, I think. It is my favorite shooter. My favorite shooter video game. It has a lot of fun modes. A pretty robust single-player story mode that I enjoyed quite a bit. And then the multiplayer modes. They added a team-based like wave thing, salmon run. That's just fantastic. A horde mode, if people are familiar with that from the Gears of War games. Private battle. Well, how many folks do we have is a thing. If we have enough people for a private battle, that sounds great. If we have like who all is, we got Queen Claire. Wonderful, excellent. And who else will be joining us? I think, what's like the minimum for a private battle? I would think like 2v2s. Otherwise it's, and I should be reading this out, I feel like people have maybe seen this dialogue already. But the idea, you know, I'm being callous. Ribbon just even mentioned that they haven't seen this game before. Right now, these are sort of the hosts. You do get a segment like this basically every time you open the game up from fresh. And they let you know what stages are active. Splatoon is a little different in that it has the stages rotate every, what is it? It's every 2 hours or every 3 hours. So unless you're doing private battles, you don't get to pick where you're battling. It's just a rotating. All right, you've been reading it as I click. Wonderful. Faster you good. It's a useful skill. The Splatfests are these big events. They had actually ended them officially in Splatoon 2, but have been doing these revival Splatfests, which is good fun. And the idea for, you know, the upcoming one is that for 48 hours, everybody gets, you know, you have to pick a side. It does take over the main game mode. This one is Trick versus Treat. I believe I'll be picking Team Trick here. I think Trick because it's about the costumes, not the candy. Yeah, I do still think that's pretty persuasive. But the main thing is, it does seem like my friends are joining Team Trick. And during the Splatfest, if you want to party up with people, you're only able to party up with people on the same Splatfest team as you, which seems fair enough. Rotating game modes, shoot 'em up, kind of like Team Fortress or Overwatch, kind of. The big difference from those games specifically is that I know Team Fortress and Overwatch are, you know, kind of character-based, hero-based, where your abilities are determined by, like, you know, the character you're playing. And those games are a lot about picks and counter picks. Splatoon is much more weapon-based, It's still a game of picks and counter picks, kind of, in the sense that definitely certain weapons are more vulnerable to others. But for the most part, it's like in terms of play style, you can compensate a lot, and the map will actually really will really. I mean, it'll change the battlefield and nature of the battle considerably. But the rotating game modes is how the competitive ones work. If we look at stages right now, the regular battle is a turf war. It shows you the current stages and then the ones coming up. And then the ranked battle does rotate between modes as well as maps. And that is the ranked is the competitive. It's pretty good. I've never gotten very far in it, but and then Salmon Run is open, so we could do Salmon Run. So I think, let's see. All right, I haven't seen how many people we have playing right now, so I think I'm just gonna jump into a Splatfest. I know you want to do a private. I haven't seen that we have a confirmed number of people for it, but hey, Mika and Raid, welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you, Mika and Pachi, for sharing your audience with me. I'll give you the quick rundown just for any new people who might be here. I am Manxalot. I typically stream Animal Crossing every morning, doing some Switch games with viewers as I like to do on the weekends. We are doing Splatoon 2. Folks are welcome to join me. Let me make sure if anybody cares I have it at the moment. There is my friend code. And again, if I am sure that we have enough people for a private battle, I'll set that up. I'm gonna start a regular battle and just ask that people try to join on me, and we'll see how it goes. Nikon had to call a stream, getting overheated and lightheaded. Oh, it's very important to know your limitations and very important to take care of yourself. Yeah. Very, very much so. Lightheaded, I'm glad you called it. Yeah. You don't want to be streaming if you're feeling low like that. And hey, thank you for the follow, Mitomo Ted, sorry. I believe that's how I should be saying that. Welcome, Mitomo Ted. Thank you for the follow. And yeah, a reminder for folks who might be curious about the Gnome Gold. Right now, that is used to activate sound effects on the stream. Those are the currently available ones, except for Pog. I thought I removed that from the list there. Pog no longer makes an air horn sound activate. If I can find a gentler air horn, a more ASMR air horn, I'll bring the Pog command back. You can, if you need more Gnome Gold, if you run out, you can exchange your channel points for them. That is one way, just so you know. You cannot exchange Gnome Gold the other way, and that one is very much in honor of Mirror Music's imagination. Apparently I think there is a way where I could make commands user specific, but I don't know when or if I'll actually do that. Well, yeah, well, we'll see. I always like changing it up. Always like trying new things. Yes, and I apologize for the people who've been around from before I started using the new bot. I should have given everybody Gnome Gold to start. But yes, basically the only way to get more is if you go to the channel points and spend your good mornings. You will get gnome gold in return if you select that particular reward. I think I mentioned yesterday that it seemed not to be working right. I did go in yesterday later and got it working again. So let me explain quickly what is happening here. The main mode of Splatoon 1 and 2 is called Turf War. This is the mode that you play during the Splatfest. This is not a deathmatch. The objective here is to cover more horizontal surfaces with your team's color of ink, and you know, more than your opponent's. So in theory, you can play this mode entirely pacifistically, if you would care to. You never actually have to target or directly battle your opponents. You could simply ink the ground, and I think that's kind of neat, even if I don't actually play that way. I like that it's possible. So Mir's gonna be on me November 1st about Over the Garden Wall. I really do want to see it. I just don't know if I have, like, right now, a convenient way to watch it. But I will be trying to. That might be the perfect suggestion right now, because I've been watching a lot of, like, scary or dark stuff recently. Just binging, you know, ghost shows, like the haunting shows on Netflix and stuff. And I'm starting to feel like I could really use a lighthearted break from that. And there's Mir, wonderful. Sorry, Queen Claire, hope you're able to join soon. So Ruben says, see, it's depending on the game mode as to whether it's the paint on the ground or the kill count. So, yeah, in terms of Splatoon 2, the kill count is really incidental. In the ranked modes as well, the objectives change substantially depending on the mode. And I reckon there's really no way that you could effectively play competitively without, you know, significant anti-personnel maneuvers, right? But even so, kill count is really, it's not what you want to be going for necessarily. You know, certainly as you're better at these, you know, crowd control and splatting people is obviously a very good strategy for controlling the area and things like that. But, you know, as they say, you gotta play the objective. And basically in all cases except the horde mode where you're fighting against computer NPC enemies, basically. Yeah, KOs or eliminations are really only incidental to the objective. Never the objective itself. Yeah, Salmon Run, it is necessary. You gotta go after those boss critters. Ooh, that's a whole bunch of them at once. That was bad. So Mikan saying, notice the past few streams been feeling very warm about 90 minutes into your stream. Yeah, are you worried? One thing that might help is a fan to circulate the air, possibly. Just depending on what your ventilation is like, that might help if you know, if you have one around, if it doesn't bother you. You know, and if the noise doesn't become something for you to deal with, a fan can help with that. And of course, make sure you're drinking enough water. I know I can't wait for, you know, I appreciate the hydrates and all of that, but I don't wait for them. I get as much water as I feel like I might need it in a moment. But, you know, certainly, I know I have to take a break after 2 hours, typically speaking. I'm so ready to, you know, just give my eyes a little rest, give my everything a little bit of a rest. So you have your ceiling fan, vent in your room is under your bed. Okay, alright. And hey, Jacob, welcome. Welcome. And Hazy said she just started trying ranked mode. You like tower control. Tower control is probably my favorite of the ranked modes. I think. Tower control is probably the one I've had the most fun playing of the ranked modes. And I'm gonna switch hats now. This was fun though. Let's see, but here, I'll get another video game hat on. So Ruben says, you're bad, constantly drinking Dr. Pepper on stream. Oh, boy, it's been a while since I've had a Dr. Pepper. I like them, though. Tried bringing water on stream, forgot it the whole way through. Kept getting Dr. Pepper. Ice cold, nah, it sounds tasty. And Mikon drinks Propel. I don't know if I've had Propel. I probably have. Not in a while. Yeah, I drink a lot of water and a fair amount of coffee. And then like lemonade and stuff like that. I like soda, but I drink very, very little of it because of how sweet it is. Which is both a health and a taste thing for me. I love having a little soda now and then, though, let me tell you. And where's my face mask? Need the face mask in Splatoon. I think, you know, this is, what can I say about that? The squids play by their own rules, the Inklings do. I don't know. Alright, Mars Girls heading to the orchard. Have super fun games, great rest of your weekends. Alright, you have a great time, Mars Girl. An orchard, I've said it before, but... you know, that's the kind of thing that might not sound like a very exciting time, but if you enjoy eating apples at all, really do, you know, if you have a safe way to get to and experience apple orchard, you know, hopefully one that does, you know, limited groups and things like that, but the outside component is very good, being able to be outside in the fresh air, hopefully keep distance from people and just get some nice freshly picked apples. Oh, try it out if you ever get a chance to, really. And that was lovely! Oh, Claire, I'm sorry. But baiting that sniper to fall through the grate was absolutely my intention, definitely my 3000 IQ play there. Yeah, I've been apple picking like once, twice maybe. And I would say it was more interesting and a more fun time than I was expecting. And here again, I know I sound, I was like a little spoiled, think like, oh, yeah, let's go to some apple trees. That sounds so much fun. But actually, yes. Actually, yes. Not if apples aren't your thing, you know, don't worry about it. I'd probably give it a miss in that case, unless you are just a big fan of good walks in the open fresh air. Alright, this does seem like a pretty good battle. Live in Chicago, so you go to one in Indiana, okay. I've been to the Chicago airport, but that's all. And I've been camping in Indiana. Actually, the one time I've spent time in that state, I think. Ribbon loves apple picking, so hard to find one around that's not packed full of people, though. Oh, and Mikan hasn't gone apple picking in 3 years. Never seemed to have Granny Smith in season. Oh dear. Well, yeah, that would be discouraging to have a favorite apple but not be able to get it. Which airport, Midway or O'Hare? O'Hare, yes. I've had layovers in O'Hare a couple of times. Or maybe just once, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I would love to see Chicago, though. My dad had or has a friend who lives around there. And he used to visit and go to, like, blues clubs, and oh, it sounded really, really cool. Like a very cool town for live music. Ribbons in upstate New York get a lot of orchards, but they're all either super busy or really awful. Few that have been called out for homophobia and racism. That's, gosh, that's terrible. How hard is it to just run an orchard without... I'm sorry to hear that, though. It is, you know, isn't it fun having to research things like that? I hope you can find, like a nice, reliable one, Ribbon. And you as well, Mikan. Hope you can find one with those good Granny Smith apples. Not my favorite, but I do like a Granny Smith now and then. I figured out what my favorite, oh hey Gina, welcome. O'Hara's beef, but it's only international. Midway is awesome. I get you. Well, I think I get you. I've never, like, gotten to know... I mean, in, so, you know, the closest, like, big airport to me is Philadelphia International. And there's not really, like, another one to compare it to like that. I've never flown out of another airport in Pennsylvania anyway. All of the other ones that I know of are very small local airports. And I don't know if anybody says good things about the Philadelphia International Airport, though. I've certainly been used to it, and it seems okay, but always thought it seemed like, underwhelming compared to a lot of the ones that I visited when I was younger, anyway. Irvin says, two found to be racially targeting families that visit, and another where a gay couple met there, wanted their wedding there, and the orchard refused. Oh my goodness. It does make me angry. It really does. Boy, I'm sorry, I'm not, like, prepared to go off on those kinds of people right now, but I would definitely say, as always, hopefully there are orchards run by, you know, not awful bigots, to support. Yeah, I'm not the person to offer, like, a really good logical takedown of things like that, but the whole traditional, like, that defense is not one that I think holds water, or shouldn't anyway, personally. Businesses have the right to refuse service for reasons, and we also have discrimination laws, because if you allow business owners to refuse service for any reason, they will, as we have found historically in the United States, they will unlawfully discriminate. Yeah, so that stinks, and right now it's such a pretty terrible time for, like, combating those kinds of businesses. So I think that a lot of times, you know, if it's possible, probably, you know, try to find the good ones and support them. I hate racist apples, they're the worst. They are the worst. So those 3 orchards are hurting in business, but the other... Oh, but it does mean the good orchards are packed with people. That is a problem. I hope, I hope that they're implementing good policies to space out groups of people and things like that. Yeah, gosh. It's been a while since I've spent any time in New York. I've gotten to spend like little bits of time in upstate New York. Really lovely. I have to say, even having, lived in a next door state for so long, I do frequently make the mistake of like reducing New York State to New York City, kind of. When I was younger, I used to actually, there was a period in my life where I was taking Greyhound buses between Ottawa, Canada, and Philadelphia. It's about a 20-hour bus ride, in case you're wondering. And I got to spend a whole lot of time in the Albany Greyhound depot, which actually one of the nicer ones. It might sound surprising, but if you want to know a pretty gross Greyhound station, Montreal. Not nice at all. Not nice at all. But I've seen like a little bit of the countryside in upstate New York, just a little bit. Not from a Greyhound window. Some lovely land around there. Lovely landscapes. And jokes to cover the sadness. Yeah, hear ya. That was a funny one though. If you ever fly in the U.S. and not international, always use Southwest. Southwest is awesome for state to state. I couldn't really comment exactly. It's been a while since I've flown. My dad was always like super into United Airlines. So that was, for a long time, there was a lot of like family loyalty to flying United. And I think I pretty much always had good experiences on United flights, but I don't know if when I've had bad times on flights, it was, I'm very lucky to say it was just, turbulence or something like that. It's didn't seem like anything to do with the airline specifically. I've never had my luggage lost. I've never been, harassed or discriminated against by an airline employee or anything like that. And certainly that can all vary, unfortunately. Delta, looking at you. Southwest allows 2 free carry-on per person. Oh, that is quite good. That I will keep in mind, Mikon. That is very good. I feel like, it's been a while since I've taken a plane trip, but I remember it seeming like 1 carry-on per person was becoming the standard. Which is not enough. It's not enough for me. I can go for like a month on 2 things of carry-on luggage if I pack right. Oh yeah, GG's. Always, definitely GG's. I'm gonna change my shirt here. And Ribbon's about 10 minutes out of Albany without traffic. Oh, alright. Yeah. Yeah, really not very familiar with the area, but that's what I've seen. I have enjoyed. Oh wait, I've also spent a little bit of time, I guess it's a bit less upstate, but around the Hudson River Valley. I've spent a little bit of time around there. Now that is some gorgeous area, for sure. But yes, don't eat racist apples, definitely. Southwest also has an app with free movies. Oh, okay. So when your girlfriend went to Disney, wanted Endgame on the flight home. Yeah, the last time I flew on United, it was a similar deal. If you wanted to watch in-flight stuff, you had to get the United app beforehand, and it was a little bit of a gotcha if you didn't know that, or you maybe got cocky and thought you could just listen to podcasts the whole time. But the thing is that they offered like in-flight Wi-Fi, but very expensive. And if you didn't download like the United Entertainment app, and you wanted to get on there and download it, then you'd have to pay like, $15 or whatever to connect to the Wi-Fi and download the app. But if you did it ahead of time, it's no problem really. Yeah, the app is free. I'm just saying, like, you have to download it before you get on the flight, or else they'll. And this was for United, I'm saying. I haven't flown on Southwest recently, and so they I imagine may or do that differently. But with United, if you didn't download the free app before your flight, you would have to pay a lot for the Wi-Fi so that you could get the app. I think that was, I'm almost certain that was United, but I might be misremembering. It might have been American Airlines. I think those are like the last two I was on recently. It's good that they're offering the apps for free, though. I mean, just, since like Netflix and I think Amazon Prime both let you preload stuff, it's like, I don't think they can, asking for, well, it's just good for them to be competitive, I guess. Allows check-in and flight updates, yeah. So there's usually good reasons to download them beforehand anyway, for sure. And yeah, Ribbon, exactly. The Netflix app on like desktop, I think you have to have the like the Windows 10 app, but it will let you like download and preload movies, and also the Android and iOS apps will do that. And I'm pretty sure the Amazon Prime apps have the same functionality. I've done that for a few things. Yeah, download some movies for camping. Oh man, I miss camping. I haven't done I haven't done like tent camping in a long time, but I'd like to. Hey, GG's folks. These are good games. Sponsored by Southwest. We have an app. Hey, having an app that works well, that's a major advantage. So I did get a reply back from Viv. At the gym, how about that? What a nerd. What a big nerd. Ugh. Sorry, excuse me. Making a Kingdom shirt? Yeah, that's cool. Oh, yeah. I'm getting... Wow, and the last 45 minutes just flew by. We got another hour here. We can do another hour of Splatoon 2. If folks get tired or drop out, we might end up changing games, but... Man, I love Splatoon 2. I think, we've got, like, I think we do have 4 people, right? Mir, Gina, Claire? Do you all feel like, okay, just a few more for Hazy. No worries then. Never mind in that case. I was going to ask if folks felt like switching to Salmon Run, which is still a question for Claire and Mir here. Let me know. Let me know if you feel like a change in modes or anything like that. And hey, Senpai Guy, welcome. One snail away from the holy number. I didn't notice there, but I assume it was the funny number. Which I haven't like really said anything about specifically if it's a number I'm assuming, but these are family friendly streams for the most part unless otherwise specifically observed, and I do need to note that jokes about that particular number are just kind of by their nature not family friendly. Okay, I really don't mean to be a terrible spoil sport, but it's just something I've thought about a couple of times. Read post, oh hell. Real hunks play online Paint Warfare. That's true, I've heard that. I'm pretty sure GQ said that recently. But hey, thank you for the follow, Senpai Guy. Welcome to the stream. I'm Manx-a-lot, you can call me Manx or D. He, him, please and thank you. In a moment, if you would care to try to join us for Splatoon 2, I will post my friend code into chat. These are, right now, just casual turf wars, but certainly open invitation for people to come on in here. Normally, just so you know, I do stream Animal Crossing New Horizons every morning. That's every day of the week. But on the weekends, I have been having so much fun doing games with viewers. We've been... It's a little tough because I want, you know, just... You gotta pick a game. And sometimes I really do. It's hard picking. Alright, let me chat here. That sounds fun. Alright, let me there we go. There is my friend code if you would care to send a friend request. I'll accept it after this match. I love how they incorporate the plaza art into the environmental design. I really, it's like one of my absolute favorite things about. Oh no. All right. I think my team's doing pretty good here. Yeah, Splatoon, I love this game so much. It's fast, but it's not too fast for me. You know, I have to say, like, you know, the fact is, you know, I've been playing video games for the last 24, 25 years, something like that, right? And I've never been like a real hardcore gamer or anything like that. I've been playing long enough and all of that. Like, I know I've been slowing down over the past few years, and I'll never be quite as fast as I used to be. So sometimes I play a new game, especially a new shooter, and after a little bit I'm just like, I don't feel like I can even get a foothold on that. Hyperscape was the most recent one, that Ubisoft Battle Royale. I tried that a little bit. Way too fast. I couldn't aim at anything, I couldn't hit anything, and we got some friend requests. Okay, let me accept these. And like Splatoon 2 is just, in almost every way, feels like a perfect game to me. You know, the time, darn it, that did... I flew too close to the sun. I'll try to, if anybody's, let me see if my friends are in a battle, and I'll try to join up on them. Wonderful. Mir music is a hint at Mir's favorite band. Interesting. I don't think I could guess off the top of my head. I don't think I could guess off the top of my head, but Boy, should I just keep waxing rhapsodical about how much I like Splatoon? The way it ties the weapon recharging to the movement ability. So you find like such a like beautiful rhythm of refilling your ink and using that to maneuver. It's just like it's such a strategic game. It's such a I mean I basically basically the thing that I'm most glad I had a Wii U for was just to be able to play Splatoon 1. That's like honestly the number one reason why I don't have like no regrets over buying a Wii U. And Splatoon 1 was amazing. And Splatoon 2, it's interesting. It is like it's pretty much as good, I would say. I really feel like it is absolutely better in some ways. And then there's a couple of ways where there's just a couple of things I missed from Splatoon 1. Really kind of like extra bells and whistles and things like that. But I miss having the map on the Wii U gamepad. It just worked so wonderfully. I've never gotten... I never got really used to opening up the map in Splatoon 2 and using it that way. Having it on the gamepad was just... it was lovely. A Fablu rock band, interesting. I'm not familiar with that style of rock music. You know, overall, if I could only pick one of those to play, it would probably be Splatoon 2. I thought Splatoon 1, just an amazing game. And when it did come out, it did win, like, some game award for Best New Multiplayer Game or something like that. So that, MIR, MirMusicBand.com? Is this where I should be right now? Probably. Look it up? I did. Senpai never played Splatoon 1. Wish you could have tried out the old specials in that game. Yeah. That is one thing, is I say I'm so glad I had a Wii U for Splatoon 1, but I did, due to when I got it, like Splatoon 1 did change. I mean, both of these games, like, evolved a fair amount over the time that they've been out. And I know, like, Splatoon 1, like, I think the roller weapon, like, just the actual weapon of the roller was originally, like, I think its first introduction it was a special in Splatoon 1, and then it somehow morphed into just, like, a regular weapon. Look up Fablu Rock. Oh, okay. But yeah, very, you know, Splatoon, like, 1.0 or whatever it was, fairly different from, whatever that final patch version would have been, I think. Oh, Tally Hall. Definitely heard of that. Definitely heard of Tally Hall. I don't know if I know any of their music, but I've definitely heard of them. And great, there's Mitomo Ted as well. Queen Claire getting the hang of that roller, I believe it. I do believe it. It is Tally Hall? Yeah, I'll check that out. I don't know if you mentioned them before, Mir, but I know somebody else was... I know somebody else has recommended them to me before. And Ribbon loves Tally Hall. Okay, alright, some strong recommendations coming out. I really, I have a lot of trouble, like, discovering new music these days, and it's something... I don't know, I don't know how it seemed easier when I was younger, but I think it's just I had more of a habit of listening to different kinds of radio stations. A lot of like my favorite bands I mean, bands that are still my favorites are ones that I feel like I came across pretty coincidentally thanks to good internet radio and discovery services over the last decade or whatever. Hold on. Lead singer of Tally Hall is the guy who made actual Cannibal Sheila book. Oh. Oh, but not the lead. I had no idea about that. That's, I am familiar with that, meme, I suppose. I don't know what like this. Yeah, it feels like a long time since I've found a new band or musical act that's like new to me and that's made me excited. And that's, you know, it's such a good feeling. I mean, a lot of the like places I've been sort of looking more recently, I've been in like chiptune and either VGM music or like VGM inspired tunes. Boy, I love chiptune, so let me tell you. I'd love to try making some at some point, but I don't know if I have like the patience, I think. This Red Guy forgot name. No, their single album. And Red Guy did not make Not a Trampoline. That's gonna be one of those things I think probably just makes sense if you know more about Tally Hall. I can read those words in order, but I'm not, Hey, Petrovich Blasting Company. That was that other band I know talking about. Hey, nice job, Pink. Yeah, wow. Sorry, Green, though. GG. Good hustle out there, gamers. Yes, indeed. Good hustle. And I do think Splatoon is really about that hustling. That's one thing I felt like I've observed early on is like, for the most part, you really want to keep moving. Ribbon says their BF found a new group. IDK if it has all the members of Tally Hall, but no, they're members of Tally Hall in it. Japanese name. Translation of one of the songs is called Dream Suite in C major. That is a wonderful music pun title there. I think that's quite good. Mitomo Ted level 94, yes. Sounds like they've been playing for a while. Now I've gotten into like big kind of silly arguments with my friends over them being like, that guy's level 90, they must be amazing. And I was like, well, not necessarily. The levels I mean, you can get a high level just by playing a huge amount of time. You don't necessarily have to win or be good. But that said, it would be unreasonable to say that there is not a correlation between amount of time spent playing the game and skill level. But it is, I just always say, you know, keep in mind, you know, if I spent, you know, if I put all that time in, I might have a high level, but I might not be a very good player still. just to say, again, to try to keep things limited to talking about, oh, my experience, darn it. Chat gamer. Oh, so Mir knows about this All Except One. Made a new band called Miracle Music. Interesting. And that, I think that's the Mir Music reference, right? I believe. Why Part 2 is name of the album. The band is called Miracle Melody and Japanese Characters. Neat. And Chad Gamer. We got Chads around. I suppose it's always a possibility. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Trying to remember to talk once in a while. Oh, sorry, Claire. Oh, sorry, Gina. I had to do it. Oh no. Oh no. Run away. Special. Yeah, and again, I love how much, like, speed it feels like this game has without being, too fast for me. Which is also the, like, one time I tried playing, Titanfall 2 multiplayer. I played, like, 2 matches, and I was just like, I don't think I can ever get a foothold on this game. I'm just not a young gamer anymore. Although I do like the idea of trying to stay, you know, somewhat somewhat seasoned by, you know, continuing to push myself on things. You know, don't want to get complacent necessarily either. But recognizing my own limitations and things like that. GG. Sad the Sheila buff guy makes baby Disney music now? Hey, you know what? Does the children's music defender need to log on right now, Mir? Do I need to come out and talk about how much I like still listening to the They Might Be Giants child-oriented albums? Mitomo wrecked you in that match? Yeah, that was a good one. That skate park is, it's an interesting map with those, like, scooped areas, those bowls. Those can be, like, tough to maneuver around. Anyway, listen to, I'm just gonna give a shout out to They Might Be Giants. 2 albums, No, and Here Comes Science. Those are the 2 ones I can absolutely vouch for. Those are albums that are for kids that I still like listening to. One monkey fell off and bumped his head. Insert Disney characters. Alright, I don't want to listen to that. That has its place. There's nothing wrong with that, but I don't want to listen to that. I get you. What about Eerie Sea Shanties with the Decemberists? Is that an album? I'm a bit behind on Decemberists releases, to tell you the truth. Years behind, actually, I think. I really need to catch up on, Oh, it's a genre. Okay, I was gonna say, like, if they finally put out an album that's just Eerie Sea Shanties of the Decemberists, like, I need to go run. I need to go run to the computer that I'm sitting in front of and, start getting that one. Funny thing about the Decemberists, they're one of a couple of bands where like my mom likes the music, but the vocal quality of the lead singer is, I guess, a little too non-traditional for her, and she just can't, like, totally get over it. Same reason she doesn't like Bob Dylan much either. And again, it's not so much that she doesn't like them, it's just like she can't really quite get over the timbre of their voices, I think. I love how Colin Meloy sounds, personally, and It took me a while, but I actually am kind of a Bob Dylan fan as well. I like how his voice sounds. And I just thought you liked kids' music. I do. But, I like original kids' music. I like original kids' music. Here's a relevant story. It's not quite the right time of year for it. But a few years ago... Ooh, I got who threw that one? That was a nice Autobomb. A few years ago, 6 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago now, it's just a coincidence that there happened to be some really neat holiday concerts coming through Philadelphia. Two of my, like, actually very favorite performing acts ended up coming through to do holiday shows. The first being, the first one that I'll mention but not talk about is Sufjan Stevens, who is really just one of my favorite musical artists ever. And he did the Surf John Stephanopoulos first, like, holiday spectacular. And it was amazing, but that's not the one I want to talk about. The other holiday show that I went to see was the Polyphonic Spree doing a holiday show. And that, like, I didn't realize how much of a kind of, like, under 18 show it was. Because they had like a, I don't know, some kind of like stage magician opener, some kind of like, like the cool project with science, you know, the kind of thing that you might have come in and do some like experiments in front of your science class to show off how you can do baking soda volcanoes. And GG, by the way, fun games. December Sky's voice makes Hazy's heart go beep beep. I understand that. I understand that one. Do you see Banana Man? I don't. I do not. But that Polyphonic Spree holiday show was amazing. Even if, like, I was taken aback by how much it was meant for, like, families and younger ones. Definitely a treasured memory. Dynamo Roller is really fun. Rollers are neat. I've never gotten very good with the rollers, but I've had some fun with them. I will say the brushes are a weapon that I've just never gotten the hang of at all. And always get, like, the most infuriated by those. Some people are so sneaky and good with the paintbrushes. I really admire it. And it's like, you know, I'm keeping my weapons, like, really basic now, because I don't play as much. The weapons that I have gotten good with in this, occasionally good with the rollers. Occasionally... Wait, not rollers. Why did I say rollers? I meant the dualies. I meant the dualies because they, because you get that dodge roll with them. Dualies are a really neat weapon series. But some of the blasters, the range blaster and... No, I think the regular blaster and the rapid blaster, when I was, like, sort of trying to get good at Splatoon 2, I was trying to, what is that? That's a Luna. Yeah, not good with Lunas. So for blue equals guitar that I wanted to know, well, I would hesitate to call that an explanation mirror. Not to be harsh. But I feel like I could use an explainer on that explanation. And those dogs are barking. I might need to go yell at them. Oh, we got is that a Squiffer? Get out of here with that. Oh, sorry, Mitomo Ted. Nope. Nothing against Squiffers. I tried getting good with the Squiffers for a little bit as well, actually. I don't have the aim to snipe, really. But for like a day or two, I was starting to pull off some of those flick shots with the Squiffer that are so effective. Again, yeah, I just saw out of the corner of my eye there somebody going up to try to get that sniping angle. Can I get up there from here? I cannot. Ooh, I should have thrown my Inkstorm. That was a big mistake. Oh wow, look at me, I just noticed the that gear Mitomo Ted's rocking. Yeah, we got a shark in the waters. It took me a while to realize that one. I know, the level 94 should have tipped me off, probably. What can I say? It means everything, Mir. Okay, I'll take your word for it. But GG, folks, GG. Oh, sorry, just kind of stretching here a bit. Man, my room is starting to get very warm, actually. Probably have to turn my radiator off. There's like a baseboard heater in this room, and I just, with how the days have still been warming up and then cooling off at night, I just have to keep like turning it on and off a bit. Hydrate, thank you for that. Could use that. You saw me trying to kind of lick the inside of my coffee cup for that last little bit, maybe. Water's a much better bet, so thank you for that. Let me... Oh, I need to catch up on my rewards here quite a bit, actually. Okay, there we go. Whoop, sorry. Sorry about the wonky camera there. I do use the motion controls, because I like them, and I got used to them in Splatoon 1. But folks should not feel any pressure to use them. And if anybody says that you won't be good at Splatoon 2 unless you use the motion controls, I do believe they are mistaken. And I'm pretty sure, again, just from what I remember of moderating, I think the last time that Queen Claire was doing Splatoon 2 with viewers, I think a few of the really good people in that lobby, oh my goodness, that was so close. I think those people were like, wow, you're good. No, you're good. And then being like, well, I use sticks. And then being like, no way, I use sticks too. And it's funny. I think there really is a perception that the best players all use the motion controls. But I think it's really about what feels best for you, and I think you'll end up, you know, I think you can end up being very, very good regardless. I couldn't tell you if once you get to the, you know, the very top 1% or whatever, if that's where it starts making a more of an impact. But I really do think folks should do sticks or motion, just you know, pick what feels right. And Mark is back, just wanted to say Dreamcode will be posted in Discord this Friday. A minigame will also be there. Thank you, Mark, you appreciate that. Yeah, when that comes through, I'll try to remember to pin it or something like that. And Austin looking for some some Smash fun. Yeah, we're not about to switch here. But as always, if you want to get that underground Smash arena started, that you have my what's a fun way for me to put it? to make it still sound underground, but also like I'm not absolving myself of any responsibility. I don't know. I got a splat. I'm still having a awfully lot of fun. Oh, that's not good for me. Nice cleanup, Gina. Nice cleanup there. So Ruben's favorite thing coming home, your cat's being excited to see you and getting super cute and snuggly. Yes. It's something I have never gotten to do much with my dog because when I was going into an office for work, I was actually just incredibly lucky to have a workspace where I could bring my dog in with me. So there's actually not too many occasions, especially since I started working from home, though, where I just, I hardly leave the house, and hardly get that, like, yay, happy to see you. But no worries. It's always fun when pets are happy to see you. It is nice. And, what does Fablu mean? An interesting question. But what is nice is, since I've been living with these other dogs that are not mine, they get excited to see me. If I, you know, if I come back from somewhere. So that's nice. I get to enjoy that vicariously. Intimidating person with star. No worries. It's fine. I'm sure they've just only played a lot. I'm sure they won't be terrifyingly good or anything like that. Query equals old-timey question, yes. Also a very frequent piece of terminology in computer science. Sort of the more technical word for, like, question. Why are those dogs barking? Give me one. I'm gonna yell at them for a minute here. Okay, sorry. Oh, and they immediately started barking again. That is lovely. Someday I'm gonna, like, miss that mute hotkey. I'm just, like, the worst time. Oh, ooh, okay, I was ignoring a few things there. That blue, don't you dare look it up. I think possibly Austin. I think Mir might be asking you to, like, what do you think? What would you guess Fablu means? That might be the question here. I'm not sorry, not to try to speak for anyone. Still trying to provide some interpretive commentary while doing this. I don't know. Econ uploading a cool new design. Looking forward to that. And miss anything else? Will we play Rocket League? Good question. How much time do we have here? We've got half an hour left in the stream. Which is not a lot of time. But let me... Sorry, this feels like me popping out a little bit to ask chat what you all think. But this is games with viewers, and it really does, you know, I'll continue making these final decisions, but I really do want people's input. If other people would like to switch over to Rocket League after, you know, maybe after one more splat or something like that, please do say so in chat. I know Marky's interested. I I'm very sorry if we don't, Marky, but do know Rocket League is still one of my actual very, very favorite games, and I want to play lots more. In the future and in general. And there we go, Austin getting that underground smash arena up for folks. But shh, keep quiet about it. But yeah, let me know, folks. There is a... Alright, he's jumping out. I think we're gonna at least get one more splat in, though. Before we switch over. I do want to get a feel in the waters. I don't want to cut off, you know, multiple people while we're still having fun here. But if I do hear that other people would be interested and excited to play, or, you know, we'd have time for a few rounds of Rocket League. Not too much, unfortunately. I am ending in 30 minutes now. That will be the wind down and ending of the stream. Queen's gotta make lunch, be lurking. Alright. Someone say John Cannell. I'm not familiar with that name. Yeah, keep that arena on the down low for sure. Anti-smoking activist, huh? It's... Huh. I am, I think I'm okay saying I'm also against smoking. Smoking is really just one of the worst things you can do for your health. So I definitely sympathize on that front. I'm not sure why that reference came up though. Check the Kingdom Discord? Yeah, I'll take a look. I've said it, I try not to spend too much time in Discord while I'm streaming, just so that I don't get, like, super glassy-eyed and distracted, but hey, that's great, Mikon. Actually, Mikon, would it be alright if I shared that on stream for a moment? Let me know, I'll never do that stuff without permission, but if it's okay with you, I'd like to, just put that up on stream for a moment. And yeah, I am with Marky there. Smoking is just, there is not a good thing about it. I really don't think so. Alright, and excellent. Thank you, Mikon. I will do that. Yeah, don't smoke, don't eat racist apples. Don't give them the pleasure of eating them. Throw them in the sun. Sounds good. And thanks, Mikon. I'll keep that in mind. Where did I put... Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm kind of... I'm going to have to, just clean up some stuff in OBS at some point. I have a lot of things that I set up once and never used again, and I'm going to have to go through and... Well, that's weird. Why isn't that showing up alphabetically? Marky, what's racist apples? It's sort of a joke based on, earlier, Ribbon was talking about some apple orchards that had been busted for being bad and bigoted. And there we go. Yeah, you can feel free to post it here as well, Mikon, if you'd like. I was just messing about because I was looking for, like, a pre-existing browser source, but there's a new one. This is, yeah, this is Mikon Pachi's newest creation. There's codes up there. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Probably a bit hard to see. And look at that great castle. And the rainbow background looks really good on it. You can see the back there says the kingdom. Looks like a great job, Mikon. You seem to do some, definitely seeing you do some fantastic New Horizons designs. A lot of skill there. Oh, what happened there? Oh yeah, sorry about that, oh gosh, I'm sorry, Mikon. I should have realized, when you said, post it here that you'd mean, link. I'm still The last time I tried this, it actually didn't work. So I'm still... Yes, spot, thank you. Wonderful. Sorry about that, Mikon. I did not mean to bait you into that at all. I should have realized you'd probably post a link there. That was my forgetfulness. And yeah, Mir, I'm so... If I can make you feel normal or accepted, that's a huge compliment. And that, I'm really glad. Good eggs here. Good eggs in chat. The cool story bobs, yeah. And Austin's still trying to get the votes in for Smash Brothers. Oh boy, I wish I had so much more. I mean, I really wish I had, I mean, at this point, I really wish I had the energy to stream more and do more evening streams. I'd love to have, like, a Smash Brothers day, just a dedicated Smash Brothers day, a dedicated Rocket League day, a dedicated Splatoon day. That would be... I don't think I'd get tired of that anytime soon, but unfortunately, I mean, right now, committing to Animal Crossing every day is... Well, that feels pretty good. Cookie for accepting apples, there we go. Good eggs, just a little cracked, yes. I like that, Hazy, I like that. That's how I feel a lot of time. And we've been in this lobby for a while, haven't we? I have not seen one, stay up this long. Normally they time out. Normally they time out by now. Oh, that's Splatoon. Yeah, I think it is slowly dying. It's hard to explain why that happens. Smash Sunday, Splatoon Saturday. Yeah, these are good ideas. Gazebo, enjoying the Ash hat being affected by the green screen. Oh yeah, look at that. Look, sometimes it looks like Ash's hat, sometimes it doesn't. These are fun details. Seems up, it's dying perfectly fast to Mir. Sure, fair enough. Oh, sorry, I'm just getting some more stretches in here. Yeah, I have a number of hats that unfortunately, really disappear with the chroma key. The blue ones, I had to dial up the chroma effect slightly just to make it work better. And now a lot of stuff that really is more blue than green is unfortunately also getting it's getting chroma keyed out. Like this hat I was wearing earlier, this is blue. I swear to you, this is blue. Like you would look at this and you would point at it and... Sorry, I don't mean to be exclusive toward folks who do have color blindness or things like that, but provided that's not the case, I do think a person would point at this and say blue and not green. Hope someone joins 5 seconds before the timer stops. Hey, here we go. Holy cow. I don't know if I've ever seen a lobby go that long and still work. That was kind of impressive. We must make sacrifices for the gamers, it's true. It's very true. And thank you for the hydrates. And alright, we got that rascal Austin trying to get me to do the Animal Crossing emotes. Well, as I think I updated that reward description at some point to warn that I may have to refund if we're playing a very different game at the moment. If I can do... Depending on the game and depending on my mood, I may also... I reserve the choice to either try to act it out in the game I am playing, or possibly, I think I've done this just a handful of times. I've said, "Oh, I'll make some faces at the camera," and count it as rewarded. I do feel self-conscious about that, though. And mugging at the camera is just, it doesn't feel like my style for the most part. But I'll do a lot of things for a laugh. I have a very small theatrical streak, I know I do. Maybe it runs in the family, I couldn't tell you. My grandmother was an actress, a Hollywood minor actress, very minor. But she has stories about, I think, having lunch with Jimmy Stewart, if I remember correctly, things like that. I think she ended up only being in one film, but it's a IMDb credit. You know, legit enough on that front. I forget the name of the movie now. Not that I would necessarily mention it. And her brother, my great uncle, was actually a better known TV and movie actor. And I actually could likely name things that you would know the name of. Sacrifice the apples, you know the ones. Do a spook. A haunt or a scare? Oh, a scare, possibly? I could try to do a scare at the camera, maybe. And a happy? Yeah, I suppose I could try to do a happy at the camera. I could try. Yeah, spook is, I don't think it's the name of one. I think it's scare and haunt, isn't it? But he really wants that spook, I suppose. Wants me to spam out that spooky emote. Alright, and I am sorry, Marky, I did not see anybody else in chat asking for Rocket League at this moment in time. So I really want to play more Rocket League on stream soon. I really, really do. I don't think it's going to be today, though, just so you know. Alright. Let me... wait, no, Austin said he'd BRB. Oh, and now Austin's saying Rocket League. Ah. Okay, well, I think, let's see, I think we did have some people drop out. So it's too late for me to drop out. But we could still get 1 or 2 games in. If my back holds up for another 15 minutes, it is actually starting to give me some alarming feelings, slightly. Are saying I may not be able to continue sitting in this chair for all that much longer. Yeah, posture check. I'm actually gonna stand up for a minute here. Wait 10 minutes though? Yeah, not a problem at all. Well, kind of a problem, Austin. The stream will be ending in like 20 minutes. In about 20 minutes, just so you know. So after this, yeah, I'm good to switch over to Rocket League, and we can get 2 or 3 matches in. But thanks so much for the very good Splatoon 2 times here. Ugh. Tall. I'm a little tall. I'm slightly above average height. And here, look, you can see my Fortnite shirt now. I was ready today. Yeah, thank you for the posture checks. So yeah, if I need a break, it's all good. Just lurking, trying out what games Streamlabs can read on your setup. That's interesting. Is that like a automatic Streamlabs function to update titles or something like that? I'm just a little curious here. Do the posture? I'm checking my posture, believe me. Dealing with a professional over here. Ooh, are we? In in the Splatoon or what? This is immediately I'm feeling a lot better. Just just standing up over here. My back was starting to give me little like like just little spasms where uh the muscles that I'm using to like sit up straight. Oh, the man has a gamer shirt. Yes, this was actually a present from my ex-boyfriend, I think. It's very sweet of him. He was a very sweet person. Is a very sweet person as far as I know. An Avengers level threat. Oh, that certainly is topical. Oh, I see, Ribbon. Peter just picky about what games can and cannot be played on stream. Last time tried to play Among Us, it froze on the title card. Oh, that's strange. Yeah, I know, streaming from the same from the same PC can have, a lot of, I mean, I certainly have had my own share of difficulties. Sometimes the capture method can be, I know I've had times where it'll capture like the title card or the title screen and then not update while I'm in game or something odd like that. Um, so I just use regular OBS. I think they're, you know, pretty much on par. It's definitely gotten better over the years. But definitely like depending on the game or application, still have problems sometimes. And then yeah, just some games are just certainly with my computer. At this point, many games are too demanding for me to play and stream at the same time. Love is a thing, that's it. I think I might have missed the context for that as well. League of Legends, your stream turns into a slideshow. Yeah, that's what I remember people saying. I think when I was trying to stream Rocket Slime, or no, not Rocket Slime. Sorry, that's a completely different game. Slime Rancher. When I was trying to stream Slime Rancher, I know I was mentioning this before as a game. I was having performance problems. I ended up having to turn it on to like the lowest graphic settings and, you know, a pretty low resolution for it to work at all. And it was just, it performed too badly for me to, I will have to either get a new computer or like get a PlayStation or something at some point. Yeah, I thought maybe you said you tried Slime Rancher too, Ribbon. I do believe that the PC version of Slime Rancher has some genuine performance problems that need to be fixed, unfortunately. Like it seems to run on my computer, it runs fine if I'm just playing the game, but it's that extra bit of adding the streaming in there that made it a real no-go. And welcome back, Austin. We're still trying to... Hey, there we go. We got in this game. We got a Star Queen. That'll be fine, I'm sure. That'll be fine, I'm sure. That Slime Rancher it really does seem like a cool game. I liked what I saw of it. I'd like to play more of it, but truthfully it's like fairly low on my, even if my computer was, up to streaming it, I think it might be kind of low on my list. I could be wrong about that, you know, I didn't give it that much time, so I might not have, you know, it might not have gotten me, like, fully in the gameplay loop yet. And I'm open to the idea that if I played more of it, I might end up getting more into it. But there really are such a lot of games. And great timing, Austin. Here's what's especially good. Since you're a new player, Austin, you are going to have to go... when you open up Rocket League, now is a great time to do it. It's going to put you through a movement tutorial, and then it's going to require you to play one game against the robots. And you will not be able to leave that game. You will have to finish it. And then you should be ready to play with us. Although, just so you know, I'm remembering this ahead of time. Okay, you're not new, you play on Xbox. Everything I said still applies, unfortunately, Austin. You're a new player on Switch. And for those purposes, it is going to make you do the movement tutorial, and it's going to make you, I think it's going to make you play that first match as well. If your accounts are linked, maybe not. I'm actually not sure about that. And if you haven't, if folks don't know, if you have been playing Rocket League somewhere else, you are now able to kind of combine your accounts. You need a Epic Game account, like you would have for Fortnite, and then you can connect your Xbox ID and your Switch ID, and you will actually have a cross-platform inventory, and if you get the Rocket League Battle Pass, you will be able to work on it in both locations. And so that's pretty nice. Why was Mir just thinking about cheese with 1,000-mile stare? Probably because cheese is delicious. That would be my guess. And possibly you're hungry. 2 guesses there. Oh no. Alright, not my best round. And yeah, the other thing I wanted to give you a heads up on there, Austin, is that we've had like 4 people or something. There's a bug with Rocket League where your first time trying to join us on a game, it might say you haven't accepted the license agreement. And the only thing we've found to like get past that is closing the game and opening it back up until it gives you the license agreement to agree to. It doesn't affect everybody, but just a heads up in case we run into it. And this is going to be my last splat here. GG, folks. We did get got. Or I did anyway, but GG's all around. And Mir just ate. Alright, my guess was very inaccurate. Very inaccurate. And how about that? A little bit of Rocket League before we end here. I'm going to close out of this. I'm going to add a... Wait, actually, I'm going to edit stream info.